I feel like I'm more able, like my abilities are a lot better than most people as far as handling alligators. I feel that I can feel them out and I know what they're gonna do. And I made one mistake and come on boys, lunchtime!
Johnny's one mistake started out as a typical performance. It was feeding time. While Johnny kept up a running commentary about alligator dining habits, he teased the gators with dead rats.
Well, we do the feeding show, I hold the rats up, I make them jump, and I make them come up higher and higher. That's when I'm able to grab them, and then right before I would finish, I'd throw a rat in his mouth, and I'd let them go, and they'd go on their way.
But this time, one gator slips out of his grasp and goes for something not on the menu.
They have sensory glands where if anything touches them in their mouth, it slams shut. That's what happened when my hand went in there. They tried to go back to the water with their food, and that's what he was trying to do. That alligator was trying to go back to the water with my hand.
Johnny knows that there is no way he can pry apart the gator's jaws. American alligators have the most powerful bite of any land animal. They rip large prey apart by spinning and thrashing it to pieces, a tactic known as a death roll. Johnny's worst fear is that the 12-foot-long gator will go into a death roll and tear off his hand. His options are not good.
It doesn't matter what I do now. I'm in this situation. I got to get myself out of this situation. All the thoughts that went through my mind were, do I go over the fence with him? Do I try to pull him over this fence? Do I try to get him outside the gate? If he rolls, do I roll with him? You know, what do I do? You know, so all those thoughts are just going through my head. And then all the people screaming was just messing up my train of thought. At that point, the alligator started to pull back. I tried to cover his eyes to calm him down. He still tried to pull me back. You can't hold that much force with just one hand. So I stuck my right hand inside and grabbed him by his lower jaw.
Some audience members try to help, hitting the gator with a stick and even a plastic dustbin, but they only infuriate the huge reptile.
As he's hitting the alligator and as the people are hitting him with the bucket, the alligator's getting madder and madder.
Johnny's only hope is that the gator will open its jaws to get a better grip. Then he gets his chance.
But when they hit him, he went for another bite. And right when he went for that other bite is when I was able to get my hands out real quick. Once my hand was out, I was happy. I'm just like, all right, I got my hand back. Let's see what happens from here.
Johnny's hand survived the attack with no permanent damage to the tissues or tendons, but it remains weak. It had been a close call. Johnny has left the gator business behind for a safer line of work.
And out on Loop Road, I got my first bite from a gator, and Mama found
his other passion, music.
I said, well, you should have seen the gator. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the music. Music's a little bit safer.
But he says he'll never totally give up his day job.
I knew the dangers before I got bitten. I know the dangers now. No difference. I'm still going to wrestle alligators. If I get a wildlife call to go catch an alligator right now, I'll go do it. I love it. You'll never take it out of me.
But you never know what's going to happen when you tempt the jaws of fate. Next,